I feel called to share insight on the topic of flow. Please excuse my voice, it sounds a bit groggy, something's happening in my throat. The idea of being in flow is like surrendering to the flow of a river, not resisting the tide and allowing it to lead you to the direction desired by your highest self. I am making this distinction because naturally there are many of us that resist the pursuit required by the higher self. We deny ourselves the joy of our heart's desire and its pursuit. This happens for many reasons, most commonly societal and familial expectations. We often see freedom as a luxury and not a birthright. We do things for others based on the premise that these are the people who will catch us when we fall. This is a fallacy. Direction of the higher self is aligned with the most powerful source of assistance, which arrives in divine timing and in divine state. So without knowing this, we go with what others want, and we keep tripping and stumbling on the boulders and potholes, denying the road that was divinely paved for us, the road that will lead us to where our hearts are directing us. In the tarot, there are two cards that teach us a lot about being in flow. They are bringers of abrupt change, the Tower and the Death card. The Tower is the collapsing or crumbling of the physical, mental, and emotional structures we've built on false foundations. Divine timing and the rate at which we build these towers determine when the tower will crumble. We often respond by saying we didn't see it coming, when deep inside, we knew it was coming. We just didn't want it to come. We didn't want it to happen. We perceive a tower as something unfortunate, when in fact, it is there to take the action we are so afraid to take. We approach the tower wearing blinkers, wearing rose-colored glasses. We hear the slight tremors denote instability in an aspect of our lives, and we continue to reinforce it with denial. We patch something here, fix something there, ignore another thing where we need to. This can manifest in a job loss, a loss of a relationship, a loss of a false perspective that was keeping us safe. Minor warnings look like a struggle to be happy. Financial losses here and there due to carelessness, a friend telling you something that they by mistake let slip off their tongue. And then there is death. Death is an ending that by nature results in a new beginning. I often speak about death because it is constantly taking place, and it's assisted by natural cycles. When awakened to it, you're able to make the decision to surrender to the fear it brings, and you're able to focus, rather, on the opportunity it births into your life. It is the burning of crops to allow for new seeds to grow and flourish. It is the rising of the phoenix from the fire. It is the shedding of old skin that a snake reminds us of. It is the cocoon state accepted by the caterpillar, folded into the darkness, preparing for its transformation into a butterfly. It is the releasing of past patterns that no longer serve us. Death can be an active process, one where you are aware of what is taking place so that you can assist the process by making way and not resisting the change. When death is an inactive process, it takes longer. It looks like a dead man walking, wearing dry scars that are ready to be shed. It is the clown in the classroom. It feels out of place, and inevitably, it results in a tower, again, the crumbling of everything that is false. In terms of nature and how our natural cycles play a part, you can take note of the results of a full moon and a new moon. Full moons bring to light or to the surface the results of all the things we've manifested during a new moon. We all know that the moon plays an integral role in keeping us grounded, but we forget that we are water, and that the moon is what determines the rising and falling of our waters, our emotions, our intuition. The heart is an engine. You can expand on this analogy to fully understand and unpack exactly what I'm trying to say about how important and how integral this equipment is in the journey of our lives. The heart is also a compass and has a powerful magnet. It provides direction. It tells you where you need to go and where you shouldn't go. It reminds you what you want and it also emits signals out into the ethers. Call in everything you want and need that is aligned with the plan most naturally aligned to you. Fortunately or unfortunately, it can also cause disease when your mind continues to take directions that are opposed to the ones it gives. And it can also cause unfortunate accidents or events when the mind is given the power to make decisions that do not serve the plan set out by your higher self. For your heart to lead you and assist you in the most divine ways, it needs you to accept the flow. There is a destination. You are on a river. It will flow, and you can either struggle against it or let it lead you to the ocean. During a new moon, whether we are alert to it or not, we are setting intentions. That's partly the difficulty. Many things are not yet apparent to us. However, our emotions can pick up that they're there. So we focus on doing what we can, and we set intentions that feel aligned with what we need to help us to get where we want to go. This is where death comes in. It is a natural requirement for change to occur. The intention of bringing in something new is mirrored by its karmic and complementary catalyst, and this is called death. During a full moon, whether we are alert to it or not, we are called to surrender to what is revealed via events, via truths, via feelings. This is why the full moon period is known as a time of revelation. Where we have denied death, the tower comes in to assist the process. It is for you. It is so that the things that you truly want can take place irrespective of you. I felt called to share this because it is easy to keep ourselves small, keep ourselves in our quote-unquote rightful place, and deny what our hearts truly want. We label unexpected events as bad. We call it fear, and we blame our inaction or our forceful following of false directions on that fear. We push forward with struggle, and we lose the divine opportunity to do life in flow state. The world is changing, and so are the rules. Our freedom is being reinforced, and we are invited to live in flow. I wish you a healthy and happy journey through life in flow state, accepting the divine assistance you are so privileged to live through, listening to the ebb and flow and the rise and fall of your water towards your light. And I remind you that while the mind is powerful, it should be confined to its designated role and not ever given the power of guidance. It belongs with the heart, which by nature will always have its way.